I hear warbles of him.
I do hear Barbles. Leon McBarblington. Barble, barble, barble.
Here comes the brood. They're coming for you. No rules, no chains. They're breaking through.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Broodcast. I am, as always, Gal Robinson. Happy Pride Month, everybody! And with us tonight is the lovely Leon Robinson. Say hi, Leon.
Hi, Leon.
Say hi to the gays, Leon.
Hi to the gays, Leon.
Oos. We didn't even practice that. And with us also tonight is the lovable. No, this guy. This guy.
But at the same time, it was so stupid. It was so stupid. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
This is the town drunk. So tonight, I'm gonna go out on a limb. We haven't all said this, but I think that all three of us forgot that we were recording tonight. So we don't have much of a topic. However, Double or Nothing did just happen. So we are gonna dial things back a little bit because we used to do this a lot and talk about Double or Nothing.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you think that was their best pay-per-view ever?
Double or Nothing 2026?
Yep.
No, I don't.
What was better?
Feel like you're being confrontational. No, you give me your argument, and I will see if I agree with
I'm
that.
asking you because I don't know. I don't like. I was thinking about it, like that show from start to finish had like the best wrestling matches, but it also did a better job of telling a story than normally AEW does. And I think the old adage that Tony Khan can't tell a story is kind of taking a crap. I think he's doing a good job with it. I think the difference is he doesn't tell a sports entertainment story. He tells a story inside of a wrestling ring. He uses his matches to tell stories.
Yeah.
Because that Darby Allin MJF thing is like so layered. WWE could never do that.
Well, they could, but they won't. No, you know what? I would agree with that statement. I don't think that they have anybody in the, let's say, upper echelon, like the guys who are doing creative right now. I don't think they have anybody there who would be able to pull that off.
I heard that did y'all hear about the El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano match?
Yes.
I heard and read that was fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very much with the kind of thing that you're talking about, where they were telling a story inside of the ring and everything. It seemed more like they let them go out there and do their thing.
Yeah, but that wasn't main roster. It wasn't main roster WWE. That was a AAA.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
But
that makes perfect sense.
I think, and it was more, or excuse me, less, produced to the nanosecond and everything.
Yes.
And more two guys going out there and telling a story between the ropes.
I think probably those two guys can do it. I think maybe to your point, Leon.
God, yeah.
It is promising to see that kind of storytelling being told in WWE, because then maybe it will happen more often. Considering the praise that they're getting for that match, they might do it more often. But yeah.
Yeah, I should say they would, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the match either, so I don't know.
What do you both think the match of the night was at Double or Nothing?
Oh, God.
I'm struggling to remember the card. This is the brief aside. This is the reason why I don't think it was the best card that they've had.
Yep.
It just didn't grip me. And maybe that's because they've done other shows that I have found more engaging. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm not saying any of the matches were bad. Like, the matches were amazing, but like
it was like match after match after match of fantastic stuff.
Yes.
The only thing that I would knock, I would say the Stadium Stampede wasn't really that memorable.
Yeah.
That's like a huge knock to me. It was fine and it was fun, but there was no point where I'm like, wow, I'm gonna remember that forever. Where I go back to all the other ones, there's all those moments where it's like, holy shit, that was crazy.
Yes.
So
I did
but
enjoy
apparently
the Leo Rush thing.
yeah. Apparently they weren't allowed to go around the stadium and do the shit like they normally do. Like they were told by the people that had the stadium that you can't do that. So
that would make sense then.
Yeah, it did feel a bit more restrained, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the bus spot.
Oh god. That was ridiculous.
I was like, did I just see a murder?
Yes, you did. But not really.
I mean, I was concerned.
Yeah. Well, I know the opening match on the pay-per-view itself was the tag team title match. I don't know if we're going to talk about the pre-show, but
ooh.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about everything, but
I really enjoyed that match.
Highlight.
Save for one part. And it's not because it was a bad spot. It was because of what I saw beforehand. So the finish when Dax actually said I quit because he was digging the thing into he was digging Spike into his forehead.
I quit.
That part was kind of annoying too. I didn't like that part because I had just finished earlier that day watching a clip of an indie wrestler getting one of those like grippy things that they use to hold bridges together. Like the metal grippy things, you know what I'm talking about? He got it like driven into his skull and he was spurting blood out. And I was like, ugh, I don't like this.
Sound too good.
I also really
Spike brought back.
Yeah. I also really hated
You can also see the spikes on Spike wobbling.
Oh really? I didn't notice that.
They were pretty rubbery, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Okay. That would make a lot more sense to do that. The thing that I did not like about that match was Beth Phoenix's involvement in it. Like they brought her in, she looked like a badass, and then she got taken out in like 10 seconds. Like it's Beth freaking Phoenix. Like what?
Would you say that she got fridged?
Yeah, kind of. I think like and honestly this whole feud kind of she has been fridged. Like, oh, you spiked my wife. But like they kept saying, "Oh, she's such a badass," and "Oh, she doesn't need me to fight for her." But I'm sorry, what?
It's been used as like I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been used as like a motivator for Cope on the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's like
we're hurting her just to piss him off, and it feels kind of weird for them. But I mean, they are that kind of dastardly heel, I guess.
Fair.
Especially with being with Big Stoke and all that.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
We don't deserve Big Stoke. He's that good. I think the only thing on the pre-show that I would want to comment on would be the fact that MJF and Foley going back and forth was absolute.
That was good.
That was like if Mick Foley was like able to do anything and he could have a match with MJF. Take my money.
Yeah,
I think they still might do it, but I don't really want to see it.
It's like
no, I don't like just let him go out there and talk with people.
Yeah.
Talk at people.
I think
sorry. It kind of keeps the stakes low because we know that there shouldn't be any kind of other actual physicality and everything, but just the drama of them going back and forth verbally, like Foley can still do that with anybody, and he can still do it with someone on the level of MJF's.
Yes.
So let him do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, we know that the worst that's going to happen is, Mick's going to get kicked in the dick, or maybe he's going to pull the sock out and mandible claw somebody.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be an actual, it's not going to be an actual feud or an actual
sock. I don't think he could use the sock. Because that's a WWE copyright. I don't think he could use the sock.
I think he could use the sock. I don't think he could use Socko. Like, he couldn't draw anything on it. Conversely, he could come up with, like, a goofy way to, like, pay homage to Socko. Like, I don't know, use a dress sock instead of a gym sock, or they could create socks that look like Mick Foley or something like Cactus Jack, and he could use that. And then
Like the
that's his
sock
like
they made
this.
that looked like The Rock, Mr. Rocco.
Yes, exactly.
Does
Excellent
anyone
callback.
remember that?
I do.
That
I
was
do.
awesome. That was awesome.
I missed that one.
Attitude Era was great. Rocket Sock connection.
I enjoyed the Rock and Sock.
Do you have a card yet?
I do. So Megan Bane and Lena Cross versus Zeta Steel. I'm not going to mention the 10-man tag. It was fine. The trios match. I had forgotten about this. Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and Wheeler Yuta versus Anthony Bowens, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. I thought this was a dope match. What did y'all think?
I thought it was good. I don't know where they're going with the ops.
Yeah.
I feel like the ops has went from like a main player to kind of like being a B-level team that's just fodder for Samoa Joe.
Pretty much, yeah, because he keeps leaving to film and stuff. So it kind of puts them on, not hiatus, but puts them in holding patterns frequently now.
Is the payoff to the ops Hook for Samoa Joe, and then Hook beats Samoa Joe and kind of becomes the guy?
I think so.
That's the payoff, right?
I think so.
That's the way that they're kind of going with it.
That has to be the payoff. Then okay, then I'll sit through.
I feel like we're, that last one that they just had, where Joe announced that he's going to be gone for a while again, and then Hook, kind of pushes himself into the middle of the group again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it feels like that's the way it's going.
I worry about Hook because Hook's really good, and I feel like sometimes they aren't doing quite enough with him. Like, he does need time to simmer and to kind of like build and like get more seasoned and whatnot. But you also have to like build him, and I feel like he's been like just a flat line for 2 years now. It's just they haven't done anything with him.
Yeah.
That worries me.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I think he's going to be okay in the long run, unless they like continuously bury him. But they seem to continue having faith in him. Like Tony Khan continues having faith in him.
Can I just stop and point out how ridiculous it is that Tony Khan absolutely dropped the fucking bag with Danhausen?
Yeah.
Absolutely dropped it. And we said it the whole time.
Yeah.
Just put him on TV. Who cares?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to wrestle. Doesn't have to do shit. Just put him on TV. And that's all WWE did. And that's all they do now. Danhausen is like...
his one attempt in the ring and he got hurt, it seemed pretty obvious that wasn't his strength. Wasn't his forte. Definitely not. Like,
he's
let the man do backstage shit.
Yeah.
He's arguably the biggest star in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
And that's not just me running my mouth.
I can't.
He's
like
everywhere.
How can we?
He's everywhere.
So
kudos to him. I'm really happy for him.
I found a clip on Reddit of him. Yes.
Anything.
I found a clip of him
Welcome
on Reddit
to the
talking about.
We're just gonna talk on top of one another.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Go Gallon. Sorry.
We all have. We're excited about Double or Nothing. I totally get it. So I found a video of him on Reddit talking about. Now you're distracting me. Wiggle. It's fine. He was talking about how like you don't have. He was talking to like younger wrestlers and like indie wrestlers, and I don't remember where this was, but he was saying that like you don't have to be athletic. Like there are guys who get their paycheck from being athletic. He's like, I'm not athletic, but I find other ways. Like I hide the things that I'm not good at by doing extra well at the things I'm not good at, or that I am good at. And like it's the same sentiment that Paul Heyman has put out. I think it's working perfectly for him. 100%. That motherfucker can sell t-shirts for days, for months, for years. Like
just merch in general.
Yes, exactly.
They can pretty much just print money with him. Let him go out there periodically, do his goofy shit, curse somebody.
His timing is
throw a new fucking t-shirt out there.
Mm-hmm.
He just made more money.
I haven't seen somebody have timing like that, just boom, 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 on a show since The Rock.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like 97, 98 Rock when he was just spitting fire.
Damn.
That's Danhausen.
Some high birds there, Town.
That's fair.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Tell me it's wrong. I knew Danhausen was special, and I was like, man, AEW, if you just would have done anything with him, just put him on TV. But they didn't.
They didn't.
What was the next match?
Bandito versus... So this was the match after Stadium Stampede. Bandito versus Swerve Strickland. Fucking banger. Like, holy shit. Like, put these guys in the ring every fucking week. Loved this. I loved
was
the...
Stadium Stampede the second match?
I thought... I didn't think it was the first match, but that's what this is saying. I Quit match. International title match. Let's do that one. Because that was also a fucking banger. See, that's the thing, is they had a lot of bangers in this thing, and I don't know why it didn't interest me as much. Anyway, what do we think of the international title match? Konosuke Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada. Takeshita won. He is now the champion. I thought this was an amazing payoff.
Loved that match.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole Takeshita getting the boot from the family.
Yeah.
Kyle
coming back.
There was that part of technically was next. You're correct now. You're in the right order.
Good.
Wikipedia has it in the right order.
Cage Patch saved me.
Cage Patch Kids.
Cage Patch. I forgot what I was going to say. Carry on.
This match was great, but he had to win. Okada had to lose. Takeshita had to win. It was time.
I think so.
The ending was cool, with Fletcher coming out and then turning on him. That sets it up. Let's just let those two wrestle. Go ahead.
That was the thing that I was going to say, was that, like, there was a part of me that was like, why did we have to do this right after the title match? Like, you crammed in so much storytelling in this 20-25 minute box. It almost felt like a swerve for the sake of a swerve. However, they brought Kyle Fletcher back, which traditionally, and we've said this before, Chris, like, this has been said many times, like, traditionally when you come back from an injury, and I think Fletcher in particular, because a lot of people are behind Fletcher, they come back as a babyface. So when he came back in this,
they get that we miss you pop. So
yes, exactly. And so he came back, he was loved, and he embraced Takeshita, which everybody loved, and then he fucking just leveled him. So that was like an amazing way to, like, just turn it off almost immediately. I thought that was excellent storytelling.
Flip those expectations on their head. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to extend past that, is Takeshita now conglomerating, or are they just backing him up because they don't like the family?
It kind of seems like he's conglomerated. It's hard to say for sure, but it seems like it.
Let's see.
I also feel like if you just like the conglomeration just a tiny bit, or even just like if a wrestler enjoys one single wrestler who's in the conglomeration, that means you're in the conglomeration. Like you can just be in the general vicinity of them, and if Mark Briscoe likes you, then you're in the conglomeration. That's how I see it anyway.
That checks out.
Yeah.
That checks out.
So the next match was Athena versus Mina Shirakawa. I enjoyed this match. Like, I thought this was a solid match. They probably should have gotten more time than 10 minutes and 46 seconds. That's a different conversation.
I like Athena, and Athena's amazing, but she's like the ultimate gatekeeper at this point. She's like the queen of ROH. Nobody can beat her in ROH. But when it comes to like AEW, she's just kind of, she'll beat the people she's supposed to beat, and she'll lose to the people who are more important than her.
I think she has a mostly winning record in both companies. So I don't think that that's true.
She does, but if she has a big match in AEW, like, she loses. Like she won this match, yes, but if she fights for the AEW World Title, she loses every time. If she fights for like the tag team title, she loses every time. She's like that upper mid card gatekeeper. That's how I feel about her.
I would love
to
agree with
see
you.
her win the Olin.
Yeah. I would agree. Like, I don't see her that way. I see her as I see her aspect this like I see her character in AEW, like coming into AEW, and she loses the big matches. I just see her as one of those wrestlers who can't win the big ones. I don't see her as like a gatekeeper, at least not in a negative way, which is maybe not how you meant it. Um,
I don't think I meant it in a negative way.
okay.
It's just when she gets into these tournaments, it's always like, okay, who's she gonna put over? Because she can go put somebody over in AEW that in ROH she's still the untouchable goddess, which is awesome, and kudos for her. But
Forever champion.
Can we get her in AEW? Like, she's dominated ROH. Let's get her an AEW belt. Let's make her the AEW. I don't think she's gonna win the Owen, but just giving her that shot to make her seem, legit.
Yeah. I'm sitting here trying to remember, this is kind of tangential, but I'm trying to remember how they booked Asuka in the transition from NXT to WWE, like how she lost the title.
Poorly.
I mean, the second part, yeah, when she was actually on the main roster, because she lost to Charlotte Flair almost immediately. But I wonder if you could do a similar thing, because I think Asuka just relinquished the title. And I wonder if you could do a similar thing with Athena, and she's like, "I'm gonna go sow my wild oats in AEW," or maybe she just gives it to Billy Starks. I don't know. Like, that would be kind of anticlimactic, though.
That has to be the payoff that Billy Starks goes face and wins it from her.
It kind of
That
seems
has
like
to
it.
be the payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to be, but I could totally see them doing
Be a good one. Yeah.
that. So the next match, unless we have more to say about Athena and Mina, we didn't really say much about Mina.
It was a good
solid
match. It didn't have enough build, and it was just it was a good wrestling match.
I don't know that it was like they didn't have enough time. But I will always say that about the women's matches.
100%. They needed more time.
But I also think
The
that
ending felt
Mina,
rushed.
I feel like Mina and Athena don't have
Chemistry.
a lot of chemistry because it
I would
seemed a
agree with
little
that,
off a little bit.
Wasn't bad though.
No, not at all.
What was next?
Jon Moxley defeating Kyle O'Reilly for the Continental title in a no time limit match. Who the fuck is he going to lose to? That's what I want to know. Like,
I don't know what they're doing with Mox. I don't understand it because it's just like
it kind of built Kyle up as maybe the person that he just the whole storyline was he can't beat him and he's tapped him out a couple times. I was wondering if that's how he was going to lose the title, but obviously,
I have a big problem with how Jon Moxley has been booked because he was evil, terrible, bad guy who everybody hated, and he hid the belt, and he was the Death Riders. The Death Riders were bad. That was a bad angle. That went off the rails. By the end, it was really fucking bad. And then he never got any comeuppance. He lost to Darby or whatever kind of, but he never got any comeuppance. And then he just won the title, won the tournament, and now, like where's the comeuppance for this? He's never gotten it. He just ran.
where's the justice part of it? But
Yeah, he's not getting what he should get. And that part has been kind of.
I wouldn't say he's face. He was teasing being face very briefly.
He's a leader,
but he
that's fine.
Sort of,
and
yeah.
I love the fact that Moxley and that group of whatever side just kind of everybody that's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're the biggest villain in the company, and then you just randomly get up to it, you're just like forgot. It's like
fair.
I don't know, that whole build up of the Death Riders seems totally pointless. Unless they're gonna do more with it, but at this point, if it's been going on for so long, if they implode or something, are we going to care? That's my concern. About
Moxley has gone on record, like in interviews. It's wrestling, so this could change. But like Moxley has gone in interviews and said, like when people said it looked like your team was gonna turn on you or whatever, and he said, if I remember correctly, we don't want to do that. That's WWE shit or something like that. So I don't think he wants that to happen.
There's just got to be some comeuppance. That's my only issue with
fair.
It. Like Darby getting
yeah,
the win
it doesn't have to be
whatever.
a new thing at him, but He hasn't really faced any kind of consequences for that whole reign of terror that he was on.
This is fair.
None.
Other than he finally, other than him finally losing the belt, that's it.
Yeah. And then he just came back. That's fair. That's a fair read. I would agree with that.
So I see this. I see him going out there. I see him taking on Kyle O'Reilly. They built Kyle O'Reilly up. I understand why Kyle O'Reilly lost. This feels like super, like 2011 John Cena booking, where he wins a match that he probably just doesn't need to win. Now I don't know what they're gonna do, and I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, I don't care.
Yeah. I like that they built up Kyle O'Reilly in the process, though.
I wish Kyle would have gotten a chance with that belt. That's kind of where I'm at.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll win it from Moxley, but I could totally see him. I could totally see him having a big run with the Continental title. But I don't know. We'll see. So the next match was Ospreay versus Samoa Joe. Ospreay going over Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Ospreay has to win this tournament, and Ospreay has to win the belt. This has to happen. There's no other way. There's no other way we'll be happy. That just has to. It's time. It's time. He needs to beat fucking MJF and just win that belt from MJF in England, and it'll be amazing.
I think him going into All In makes a whole lot of sense, especially considering where they're going to be emanating from. I wonder if there's some way we could wind up with Ospreay versus Strickland at All In. I don't know if there's a good way to make that happen, but I think that would be
no, because I think that's the finals. That's going to be the finals of the Owen, I think.
Sure. That would make sense.
That'll be a pay-per-view. That'll be the next pay-per-view. That'll be a killer match. But I think you do. I think Ospreay MJF is your money match.
Bruno agrees.
I don't know. I'm going to mute myself so you can talk.
Do you have any thoughts, Leon, on this?
I apologize, but as I had some internet issues there, and y'all kind of cut out for me.
Oh, okay. That's
I think I'm back. Can testes 1, 2, 3?
3? What is that from? Is that from the DX thing? I think that's from the DX thing. Anyway,
Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. He got hit in the balls, and he's sitting there like, "Oh, my nads," and he goes, "All right, let me check. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're all there. Let's go."
Not what I was thinking of, but yeah, I've never seen that movie. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, that totally happened, but I have no idea if that happened. Let's move on to we talked about Swerve Strickland versus Bandito. Unless anybody has extra things to add when we were jumping around. The next match. Sorry, go ahead.
Fantastic wrestling.
Yeah. That was a dope ass match. I loved that deadlift. I love the deadlift 21 plex. Bandito keeps pulling that out. Looks fucking awesome every time. Tekla defeating Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander. 13 minutes and 59 Jesus H. Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Different topic.
Who's gonna beat Tekla?
Tony. I mean, I think it's got to be Tony. I could be wrong.
Mercedes?
Mercedes would be a good call.
Is Mercedes going to be the wild card in the Owen?
Oh, she could be. I guess we don't know yet. Duh. That's why it's the wild card. Like, I can't think of anybody else that they would put in. But, like, having said that, they're going up against Ospreay's wife, whose name is escaping me in this moment. Alex Windsor. Why the fuck? What is wrong with me? Alex Windsor. Stupid. I wonder, like, if
next match. You having to look her name up just puts the whole thing into perspective.
We're done.
Yep.
I think it would be cool to have her win the Owen. I don't know if she's ready for that yet, but like, I think that would be cool. Or to have her.
I think it's too early for her, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be totally awesome.
Especially if Will winds up on the card.
Yeah.
What's next?
I think she's more involved with her tag team right now. I don't know if they'll put her as single at the moment.
I don't wonder if those two should take on the tag champs
Ooh.
At Wembley and win the belts.
Yes.
That's what I would do with them. I would
I mean,
have
that's
them
got to be coming,
belts.
right?
I think so.
They have to be the team. They have to be the team.
I think you're right. I would agree with that statement. The next one is Stadium Stampede. We kind of talked about that. Do we have any other notes to put in there?
The tennis ball thing was funny because it didn't work right. They tried so hard for it to be like crazy and chaotic.
Yeah.
But it felt just so milquetoast because of like every other one that they've ever done.
Yeah.
That's where I was at with it. It was not cool enough.
It was bizarre and weird, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like fun.
It was fun. Yeah. Then MJF defeating Darby Allin for the title. World title versus hair match.
I mean, that felt like it was a foregone conclusion with everything.
Yeah. I wish Darby would have won. I sincerely wish Darby would have won.
It just kind of felt like the story they were telling with him defending the belt all the time, and the whole till the wheels come off thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the perfect title reign for Darby Allin. I think that's just was him. That's who he is. Burn that candle till you can't burn it anymore. MJF doing what he did. MJF is so gold right now. He's clicking, and if he can just keep getting that heat and then go fight Ospreay, you get Ospreay. Like Ospreay's so popular, especially over in England. Just think of that crowd, and then to have Ospreay just beat him after he cheats and shit. Like he has to lose to Ospreay. But I think it was the right call.
I don't know. Him beating Ospreay would make him even more insufferable. As much as I want to see Ospreay win the title, like
there's a fine line though. You're spot on, but you can only do that so far because that would be like that would feel like the NWO or the fucking the Authority in WWE where they just keep winning and they never have nothing bad ever happens to them.
Yeah,
and that's not really MJF. Like MJF put Darby over. MJF loses. I think that's one of the reasons that MJF is such a good heel right now. Is he's a cock and he's an asshole and he's just this guy that you look at, you're like, oh, he's so insufferable, but he's willing to look really stupid.
Yeah,
and he's willing to get beat in really dumb ways because he understands how to tell the story.
Yeah,
I think that's why he's so successful right now. And I'm curious. Like I said, I'm curious to see. I just want to see Ospreay beat him because I think that would be amazing.
Yeah,
I think putting Ospreay over MJF at Wembley, that should be your biggest babyface thing. And I've been calling for that for 2-3 years because Ospreay is just, he's that guy.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it'll be the culmination of the whole thing that they're doing with him and the Death Riders right now.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
And then Moxley will turn heel on him right after he wins the belt, then they can start a feud, that he can actually get his comeuppance on Moxley and murder him.
I don't know if it'll be
Puppy party.
a heel turn because you've heard the story that they're trying to do with it, right?
What?
Like they're doing the Rocky 3 thing with him. Because I guess the story was like Mox wanted to do that with Punk, like way back when, but Punk apparently has never seen Rocky 3.
I remember
or
that.
had never seen it. Yeah, but that's supposed to be what they're doing right now with Mox and Ospreay is the whole Rocky and Apollo thing where he's learning from his enemy. They're pals.
Yeah,
and then he owes him a favor.
Makes sense.
I could see that.
Makes sense. I'm enjoying that angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying that angle. I think that's what they have to do. I think it has to be Ospreay. I think that is the only way. As much as I like Swerve, and as much as I'm curious what they're going to do with Hangman when he comes back, it has to be Ospreay. It has to be Ospreay.
Yeah, I think at this point, like Swerve. I think Swerve is not in the same position. This is maybe innocuous to say, but like Swerve is not in the same position as Ospreay. Like he is doing his own thing right now to some extent, and I think whatever this like thing that he's doing right now, being the most dangerous man in professional wrestling, whatever that culminates to, I think that will wind up with him getting a shot at the title. But I don't think that's all in. I think that's going to take some more time to build, and Hangman isn't even here.
Well,
so like,
Ospreay versus Swerve.
Yes.
Feuding for the World Heavyweight belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
That's great.
That was our Double or Nothing chatter. We'll have to do favorite wrestlers next time or some other time.
Will.
Yeah.
We will, yeah.
I have been Gal. This has been Leon, who's very sleepy right now, and also here is with us has been Town Drunk. This has been the Broodcast.
Shark Town.
The Town Shark. Bye.
The town